Good morning, students. Let me proceed further and in keeping the continuation with my discussion. Now, this particular, I should say, the part of the video would be discussing more about the different kinds of souls, which is quite important in order to understand the discussion on, verbal knowledge and how Nayayikas are going to support it. Now, here you will see that the soul has been classified, as I discussed in my last video also, into two parts, that is general soul and the individual soul. Now I'm not giving you the Indian terminologies for this so that this becomes easier for you to understand and to proceed further also. Now here you will see that general soul and the individual soul, that's why I have written it in two different parts. They are identical in the sense that they possess the same qualities. The differences we will see comes through the process in which the levels of perception or the levels of experiences starting off from the sensory level are being differentiated. So here you will see that the individual soul has some qualities of aversion, pain, pleasure, merit and demerit. So here they have made it very clear to us that these are the qualities, and depending upon our actions, and there are these can be you cannot say that yes, they are universal by nature. Now for example, my sense of pleasure would be very different from the way let's say person A has, or person B possesses the pain. Now I may not. So in this manner, Nayayikas, the traditional Nayayikas, I would say, especially I'm right now focusing on Vishwanath Bhatt. So he makes it very clear in his textbook that see, on these levels there are differences in the souls. Okay, however, when we are coming over, and we will see later on how he discusses about the general soul, which is more or less like a universal Atman, he says that possesses those qualities which are same, and that's why all individuals, because let's say here the fantastic point which I really like it is that can we really move ahead and say that yes, the souls which are present in human beings, let's say A, B and C, they are different from each other. However, there is that generic class, the universality class called as human being, wherein they possess the general characteristic features, and that's the reason why he says that we are able to proceed further, and existence is taking place, and I'll show you later on. Now here only he says that on these qualities there are certain imperfections which are present. This means that individuality is taking place because of the existence of the imperfect qualities that each one of us possess. Like for example, my pain, my pleasure, my merits, my demerits will be very different from a person A, person B, person C also side by side. So this is how the differentiation is. However, when my pleasures becomes equal to yours, let's say person A, person B and person C, we all come over to the level of the general soul. That's how he is there. And because of these imperfections also, he says that there are what he calls it as law of transmigration. So you will see that with the help of the karmic theory, number one, he is even coming over for rebirth concepts also. Now here he says that with the help of the law of transmigration, that is the souls moving from one level to the other, he says that there are what he calls it as good actions and bad actions. He is now referring to the karmic theory also, and then there are the consequences. Because of these consequences, the levels of happiness or misery which is present takes place, and then we can proceed further in order to discuss more about it. So you will see that this is how he is distinguishing, and with the help of the true knowledge, Now you see, again he is coming over to that true knowledge, that the quest is there somehow. These imperfections can be removed with the help of the true knowledge, and one can attain the true knowledge, so that the individual goes ahead and somehow is able to move away from the individuality and comes over or emerges from the individual soul and reaches to the eternal soul, or what he calls it as the infinite soul also. Now again there is a difference between the general soul as well as the infinite soul, which I'm not entering at this moment because that is not necessary. However, for me right now, which I have to share is how the true knowledge is coming in and how to carry forward. So this is something which I wanted to discuss in this particular part, and let me proceed further with the other discussion where we will be moving forward and understand what exactly he is. Now the reason why I'm sharing it is, you once you remember these diagrams, it's easier for you to convert them into sentences, and then you can elaborate and write down your own explanation, giving certain examples also. So let me come up with another discussion right now in the next paragraph, which he discusses in his book Nyaya Siddhant Muktavali. Okay, and from here, so thanks a lot for watching. So let me move ahead and come over with the other discussion. Till then, thanks and take care. Bye.